Welcome back to the channel, everybody. The Backstop Built Full Catchers Training Program. I am Coach Brock, the founder and CEO, and today I am going to be interviewing one of the players I just finished working with. I do this with many of my players, and today I'm excited to highlight this specific kid and the progress he was able to make, some of the adversity he was able to overcome. And without further ado, let's hear from him.
Hi, my name's Ryker Hill. I'm a senior in high school and I'm from Yakima, Washington. I just finished working with Coach Brock for the past 6 months, and I mean, honestly, it's been pretty amazing.
I appreciate that, Riker. Thank you. And it's been amazing from my point of view as well, dude. You're a great kid. You are easy to get along with from a coach's perspective, and you do all your work. So, what more could I ask for? But yes, you are from Washington State, and it was just awesome to work with you going into your senior year. And let's kind of start with where you were before you got into the Backstop Built program in your career and as a catcher.
Before I started working with Coach Brock, I was like really struggling with basically everything. Like my receiving wasn't where it should be. Blocking was pretty bad, honestly. And then I took like a couple month break from throwing like last like a year from now, and it just wasn't, it was pretty bad coming back. Like I was just wasn't happy from where I was at, and I felt like I was very down on myself and I wasn't going to get to where I wanted to be.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, I remember you on that discovery call going over your situation with your mom before you're in the program. Like, you were pretty honest about all those attributes. And I remember one time, I was like, "Do you feel like my training is something you need?" It kind of made me laugh. You're like, "Yeah, I'm desperate. Like, please." And I was just like, "All right, geez, like let's get to work, man." So, all right, so yeah, let's paint the picture for him. You came to me summer break right before senior year. Like, where were you in your baseball career overall, and why did you decide to seek out training to become a better catcher?
During that time, like I just finished high school ball and I was second string behind a kid that's younger than me. And I just like, I was wanting to work harder. Like I wanted to get better and be the best version of myself. And I like the things I was doing, like finding videos online, trying to coach myself, like it wasn't really helping. And honestly, it was kind of making things worse in the long run. Going into that summer, I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. Like I was excited for summer, like kind of get a change from high school ball, and it was on the same exact thing, if not worse than school ball was.
Dang, dude. So, like, were you kind of at a point of just like, all right, like, this is my last ride. I need to figure something out. I need a spark. And like, I guess why were you like seeking like elite catching training? Like, what was that all about?
I've always like had high standards for myself, and I've always felt like I could be a great catcher. Like I've always wanted to go play college baseball and be a catcher there. And I just felt like the point I was at, I was willing to do anything to get to that point. And I mean, you were probably the best option I had at that point, and it was a blessing and it paid off in the long run.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, so you said you want like college baseball was your dream. Did you feel like you were on the right path before we were working together?
No, not really. I felt like I was behind for my age, and I was like comparing myself to others who were already going to schools and were already committed, and I was just like, I was bringing myself down, and it was bringing down my skill.
Yeah, man. I mean, to have a lack of confidence while playing this game just makes things even harder, dude. And when you're worried about like all those other things that, yeah, I mean, maybe that kept you up at night. I don't know. I know when I was a player, it would. I'm like, am I going to get to that next level? Like, what's going to happen? I'm working hard. So, yeah, dude, I mean, thanks for sharing that, being honest about everything. So, let's kind of go into the specific parts of your game that you needed to work on, just blocking, throwing, receiving, and mentally, real quick. Each of those categories, just some of the biggest things you felt like you needed fixed.
For blocking, I just like I was very inconsistent. I wasn't getting my body in the right position to get in front of the ball and just knock it down right in front of me. Before it was like kind of like kicking away from me and or going between my legs, like those type of things. But now I kind of feel like I can get to those positions. I can be where I want to be, where I need to be. Throwing, it wasn't the best. My arm strength was pretty low. My arm path was really bad, and my footwork, it was okay, but it was like very choppy. I wasn't in the right position to make a great throw. And then mental side of things, I was very not confident in myself, and I didn't believe I'm not the catcher that I should be. Like I was very hard on myself and like borderline depressed about it.
I hate to hear that stuff. And I mean, I'm just glad you're not anymore. Like that makes me excited and happy, but so many other guys are in your same position, right? Where they almost feel like this game's depressing them or their training's depressing them because you're like, I'm not seeing any result. I don't know. I have no clue what I'm doing. So yeah, man, thank you for opening up about that as well. So then you start working with me, you get in the program, and then right away, what's some adjustments you and I made, kind of giving away the secret sauce to anyone in here in each of those categories that you felt helped you the most?
Honestly, it's been like the one-on-one like videos and like me sending in videos and you going over them with me, like telling me what I can fix. It's been pretty amazing that you're able to do that and give like feedback right away because like usually it's pretty instant within like a day or two. Another thing that's like tremendously helped from you at least is like how much you uplift and how you kind of like bring confidence, at least to me at least. Like it made me feel more confident in myself obviously, but I felt like it helped me in game to kind of like be more free and like not playing for somebody, but like I'm playing for myself because I have somebody who believes in me type of thing.
Dude, for sure. And I definitely believe in you. I believe in you right now, and I believe in you just from our first call. Like I knew that okay, you could do this. You are willing to be coached, and you went through it, and I am proud of you. And I believe in the future of your career as well, all the things you have going on. So that's awesome, man. So okay, now let's talk about the results you achieved since joining the program, just all around as a catcher, where you are now.
My receiving's gotten tons and tons better. I'm a lot smoother. My arm's a lot shorter. I'm not like beating the ball. I'm not late to the ball. Like I'm actually on time, making it look good. I'm presenting it well. And overall, my receiving just looks amazing, I think at least. Blocking, I've gotten a lot more athletic, getting my body in the right position. I trust myself to be able to block everything now. And before I was kind of timid, wasn't really able to get in those positions, but now I am. And then throwing, I mean, I'm back down into the 1/9s. I can basically throw out of any position now, which I wasn't able to before. And it's just, I feel a lot more confident being able to throw guys out and not worrying about sailing the ball or those type of things.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, all three of those categories look so dialed for you now. When I look at the before and afters, very, very good, dude. I love it. And where's your confidence now overall?
My confidence right now is really, it's pretty high. I'm playing a lot more free than what I used to. I'm not like bringing myself down, like, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that. I'm like bringing myself down on the negative. I'm like kind of looking at the positive, like, I did this today, I did that today. Like, it looks, I'm taking the positive out of things rather than the negative, which I did before. And it's just made me like a more free player and a more free person in general.
It's so fun playing this game with freedom. And it really does come from two things. I mean, the overall one is like freedom in Christ, right? Like putting your trust in Christ and just being like, God, whether I win or lose, I'm gonna go give it my all. But at the end of the day, like I'm not just a baseball player. I'm far more than that. But the second one, when you are playing the game, is like having the skills to back up your mindset. You know what I mean? Like having those skills of blocking, throwing, receiving. So when someone steals, you're like, I know I can hose them. The
Yeah.
ball's in the dirt. It's like I know I can block it because you've done it. You have those skills. You proved it to yourself, and that's what you have now, dude. And I love it. So, let's kind of talk about some of the big news you got and where you're going forward. Because when you came to me, zero offers, not a lot of interest, and now 6 months later, let's talk about what we chatted about right before this.
Like Brock said 6 months ago, I had literally no interest. Now I'm talking to a couple schools. I have an offer coming into a 4-year school, which I've really want to go to. I've heard great things about. And then I have an offer from another school across the country. And honestly, I don't feel like I would have been able to get those offers without the stuff that I've learned from Brock. And I just like I would tell anybody this, like it's 100% worth it.
Thank you, man. And it's 100% you working hard as well. So I do appreciate your great work ethic. For anyone watching this, he went to a camp there and talk about how the camp went, like what you told me.
Me personally, I didn't think the camp went great, to be completely honest. Like, I didn't think I did to the best of my abilities. And then got an email today saying they're gonna shoot me an offer within the next couple of weeks. I'm like, Wow, like I didn't honestly think I did that well, but obviously to their eyes I did, and it just feels like to me I still have more to prove and I can show them the best version of myself on the field and off the field.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. And I love how you're like holding yourself to that high standard. That is healthy, by the way. Like to be like, it wasn't my best outing, but now you still have those physical skills to look appealing to a college coach, even on a day where you're like, I didn't feel like I did that much.
Hmm.
So that's awesome, dude. I love to hear that. So yeah, that's where you are now, and I'm so glad. Let's talk about the program specifically. Okay. That's
Sure.
one thing I really want to get into for anyone watching this so they can kind of know, like, okay, what's this program all about? What does it really look like? Let's go before you were working with me. What type of catching training were you doing so we can paint the picture here? Were you just doing the random drills on your own group work at club or high school practice, or 1 hour sessions and with an in-person coach? What was your catching training looking like?
I was doing all the above. So I was doing one-on-one lessons since I was like 8 until about a year ago. And then I started doing like the high school workouts that we're doing with the other catchers, and it wasn't really getting me anywhere because we didn't really have a dedicated like catching coach at my school. And then so then I started like watching videos, trying to like improve and like comparing myself, I guess. And it didn't get me anywhere. It was getting me worse, honestly. And then as soon as I started working with Brock, the one-on-one feedback, the drills, like everything like that, it's just amazing. And it was compared to everything that I've done, it's like blown everything out of the water.
Thank you so much for saying that. I try and make it that way. Like it has been, I want it to be better than all three of those options. There's no disrespect to anyone who does those. It's just the fact that I just want to build something that's more consistent with more evaluation and just straight up better. So I'm glad you saw that. So you're doing all these random things, right? You're doing the in-person sessions, all that, and then you saw me on Instagram, right? You reached out,
Hmm.
you booked one of our free discovery calls just to see if you're the right fit. What was your mindset once I showed you the program, knowing that this is a remote program and you can be completely honest? What were your initial thoughts before you got in the program?
My initial thoughts, I was like, this is crazy. Like, I didn't seem, at the time, I wasn't the type of person that would kind of like do things on my own, like willingly. I kind of like had to get forced to do them in a sense. But with the program, like now I've realized that it's night and day difference, and like I needed to hold myself accountable, and I didn't really have that accountability at the time. So that's why I didn't really think I would have succeeded in the program. But now, like looking back, it's a crazy comparison.
Totally. Well, I mean, were you skeptical at all? Like not doing a remote program up until that point and then me showing you that?
100%. Because I remember I reached out to you probably like, I don't know, a year before that maybe. And then I was like, no, I don't feel like this is a good fit. And then the summer came and I was like, you know what, I'm willing to do anything. And now look at where I am. So,
I know that's like the funny part. Remember we talked a long time ago.
oh, it was probably like what, 2023 maybe? It was a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time ago.
literally. Because yeah, when we were chatting on Instagram again, I like went to our earlier messages and I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, is this kid serious? What's going on? Then you booked a call, and on the call you were like, I'm so desperate, like I need help. And I'm like, bingo.
Hmm.
Like I can work with that because I want to help guys who don't even care like how it's delivered. They just need they need help no matter what. So, and that was you, dude. That's awesome. So, okay, let's tell people what it's like in the program specifically, like what a day in the life kind of looks like, just so they can know and why it was so effective for you. And then also give like your favorite part of the program.
So kind of like a day in the life in the program. You like every day you get drills put on your phone and some on an app, and you can it's kind of like depend on what stage in the program you are. Like it could be like blocking, receiving, throwing, like those type of things. And it get like he gives you certain like drills to do, reps to do, and you can record them also and send them to him like on another app that we use, and you could just get straight feedback from it. And I mean, usually they take like the drills take around like 30, 45 minutes. Usually, like they're not that long at all. You could easily like find time to do them. And I mean, I found time to do them, and I mean, I'm a senior in high school. I have a lot of stuff to do. So, I mean, I feel like if I can find time to do them, anybody can do them. I'd say my favorite part of this program so far is probably like what I said earlier, the one-on-one, going over film and like being in touch with you constantly. It's like very helped me a lot. And I never really had anybody like that to send film to, like go over it, especially get like direct feedback on what I should work on and what I'm doing well. So I'd say that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if I were a player, that would 1000% probably be my favorite part as well. Is like just getting that like that feedback from a coach. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just like the mechanical breakdown. Oh my gosh, I would love that. That's what I needed the most as a player. So I'm glad you like that. But yeah, for anyone watching this who's like, okay, yeah, what does a day in the life look like? Riker pretty much covered it. Like, we go off of the four pillars of our program, which is number one is a daily plan. So this gets sent to you each day, like a workout plan for your catching specific drills, progressions, right? You get them every day throughout the week. Try and keep it about 30 minutes a day. Sometimes longer, it could be less sometimes. Pillar number two is that evaluation. So depending on what you're struggling with or what you're confused about, you upload video, and I evaluate it for you. Make sure you're on the right track, game film, anything like that. Number three is our Backstop Built community. This is where we host the resources for like your mental side of the game, situational awareness, any sort of catching training that like is put on my heart that I want to go over, faith-based, things like that. I'll just like create a training there or we'll get on a group call. And then the last one is just daily access to me. This is like guys text me throughout the day anytime they need something. They could get on a one-on-one call, things like that. Just like that support, a catching coach in your corner. Because guys, it's so neglected. This position's so neglected, but it's so important. It's literally it blows my mind. So yeah, those are the four pillars. Um, and yeah, thanks for sharing, Riker. Thanks for diving into that, man.
Of course.
I have to ask you, who would you say this program's for? Like, what type of catcher will get the best result from this program?
I'd say it's a pretty good fit for literally anybody, any level of catching you're at. Worst of the worst, best of the best. Like with this program, with Coach Brock in your pocket, like you're gonna be able to get better no matter what. Like any circumstances, you're gonna be able to get better. And just like the type of person that Coach Brock is and the work ethic he has, you're gonna be able to get he's gonna get you to where you wanna be, but you just have to be willing to put in the work yourself.
1000%. I'm not looking to work with players that need motivated. You know what I mean? I want guys that are willing to stay disciplined, that are willing to go through it. So, 100%. On the flip side, this might be obvious. Who's this program not for?
I'd say it's not for somebody who's willing to put in the work day in and day out. Somebody that's lazy, not sending in film, not talking to you. Like, they're not going to get anywhere in the program and they're not going to be able to progress as a catcher. And it would honestly just be a complete waste of time for both of you.
Exactly right. Yeah, I mean, he said it best, guys. You heard it from Riker right here. Yep. Would you recommend the program to someone else? Maybe a catcher walks up to you and he's like, "Hey, man, I saw you went through Backstop Built, like, or you're a great catcher. You know, what'd you do to get better?" Would you recommend this to them?
For sure, 100%.
What comes to mind about the impact it's had on your career and why you would recommend them, I guess?
I would probably like I could probably tell them like where I was at before, where I'm at now, show them kind of what we were doing, like the day in the life type of thing, and see if they would like it. And obviously, I'd recommend it to them because I mean I did it and it worked out great. And I'd kind of just like use myself as like a display of the program in a way to kind of like show them what the program did for me and like what it could do for them.
I hope you're okay with me sharing this, but I know it was pretty tough for you in the program because you had a relative pass away
Hmm.
pretty early on. And yeah, dude, I know that was tough on you and your family. And it was really cool for me to see you still complete your stuff.
Hmm.
That's really cool, man. That shows a lot about your character. Obviously, there's way bigger things than this game, but
Hmm.
you're able to use it as an outlet during like a tough time. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I don't know, dude. You inspired me in that aspect because you were just like, I'm gonna continue to go. I don't want time off or anything like that. So, dude, I'm very proud of you for that. Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I kind of just had a couple of questions about now your beliefs about online training. Okay. You did all the other training options, things like that. Now, if you had to compare in person coaching to a remote program like Mind, which one are you choosing and how would you compare them?
I would choose the online program because you're able to do it on your own time. It's just willing to do it yourself and willing to put in the work. So it gives you that discipline that you would need for your future, and it keeps you grounded and like keeps you in a schedule to your day to day life compared to like an in person coach. Like maybe it's one time a week for an hour, and you've only get that time with him an hour a week. When on the online program, you get literally infinite time, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, I fully agree. We just the amount we're able to work with our players is unmatched, dude. We're able to help them so much more than 1 hour in a cage with the coach.
hmm
So for sure. So just in one sentence, if you had to say in person versus remote, what are you saying?
I'm gonna say remote.
That's cool because I think it's like a mindset shift, especially for like kids your age,
hmm
um, where they are liking remote more. They're finding it more effective. You know what I mean? And then other kids are like starting to see that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like that is pretty cool. So that's awesome, man. I love it. What would you have to say about the relationship you and I were able to grow, player and coach, and how you're going to think about that going on in the rest of your career?
The relationship with me and Brock, it's grown tremendously. Like I see him as like not just a coach, but I see him as a friend and as an outlet that I can kind of open up to and talk to about literally anything, whether that's like my personal life, my faith, and like baseball, school, like any of those things. Like it just seems like he's somebody I'm able to talk to about anything. Which I mean, it seems weird. You can say anything to somebody they just met online, haven't even met in person, but like for me, it's helped tremendously.
Dude, I mean, you're completely right. Like when I first started this, I found it like kind of weird too, and I'm the coach. When like players were like, "Thank you so much. You've had such a good impact on me," and I'm just like, "Dang, like we just met through like Instagram." You know what I mean? Like straight up. Like so yeah, how did you and I so we could tell anyone watching this, how did you and I meet exactly? Do you remember reaching out to me first? How long were you following me? I remember it was Instagram, but like what exactly was it before we got on that first call?
The first call, so obviously I reached out to you before that. And then I got recommended to you from one of my other coaches that's like in a coaching group with Coach Brock. And I was like, you know what? I'll screw it. I'm gonna go do it. So then I reached back out, and then from there, just off to the races. We got to work within the next week, week and a half.
Dude, yeah, that's exactly how it happened. Like straight up. And for anyone watching this, that's how easy it is to get in contact with me. Like follow me on Instagram at Backstop Built, or if you're on my YouTube channel right now, you could subscribe to me and just go message me on Instagram and we'll literally have a conversation about where you are and see if you're the right fit. And then you can do exactly what Ryker did. You could book a free strategy call with me. I can even go over your video, where you are now, how I would help you, show you what we do, show you what the program looks like, go in depth, and then what the commitment looks like and how to get going. And if you feel like it's the right fit, you and your parent who's on that call, you guys can say yes or no, like that easy. And that's what Riker did. We went through it. He was still skeptical by the time we got on the call. And then that's where he kind of broke down and was like, I need something. Like, I need
hmm
help. Like, I don't even really care what it is. I know this will help me because it's better than what I have right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much how we get going. There will be a link in my description below to go book that call as well directly if you want. Again, you and a parent need to be there, or if you're a parent watching this, you and your son. Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like we've hit most of the parts that I wanted to. I guess I just wanted to ask, what would you say to someone who's made it this far watching and they're still on the fence? What would you have to say directly to them right now?
It's just like you got to put in the work, and if you can't hold yourself accountable to that, then I mean that's you. But I feel like it's 100% worth it, and you should definitely look into it and just go all in.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about the program and the impact you feel like it's had on your career?
I just don't feel like I'd be the player I am today. And with the remote training, like it's gotten me to be able to trust remote training even more. And like I've already started working with another coach for like weightlifting and hitting, like those types of things. And I just feel like it's a big hurdle to get over, but as soon as you do it, it's just, for me at least, like the type of person I am, it's just an immediate impact.
Dude, thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words about it. Seriously, I appreciate it. And um a kid like you who's steadfast and resilient, who went through the program when you even said before you weren't all that motivated before working with me, like you had a hard time keeping yourself disciplined, and then you go through it, you get your stuff in, and now you are sitting here with college interests and then a college offer here soon, just waiting to hear back for the paperwork, which is awesome. So proud of you, man. Like that honestly gives me chills because dude, you came to me right before senior year, just like I have nothing and I don't even know if I'm gonna be the starter. Like,
Hmm.
and I'm like, okay, what can we control? We can control how hard you work and the plan we implement and leave it up to God. And I mean, that's awesome, dude. Like,
Hmm.
how good does that feel?
It feels crazy. And especially since I started working with you in the middle of summer season. So, I mean, and I've been playing since we started, and it just ended like a month ago. And I'm improved this much, especially in game, you can tell the difference.
Dude, 1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, that is all I had for questions, dude. Is there any last things you wanted to say about you and I working together, anything like that?
If you're on the fence, just do it.
I mean, why not, right? Like for most of you guys watching this, you're probably at a point where you've spun your own wheels so much. You've tried all the other training options, and it's like, man, why am I not there? Like, what do you have to lose? I will give you my full effort. I promise you. You're gonna have to literally try to go through the program and not see results. Like you'd have to like try and fail because you're gonna be doing things each day with evaluation. Like that's just a good recipe to
Hmm.
make progress. So man, thank you for being honest about everything. Thank you for your experience. Thank you for saying how much you enjoyed it. Dude, like I built this and it takes a lot of effort every single day. So when I hear this from a player, it means so much. It really does keep me going. I'm super blessed that Jesus brought you into my life, man. And God put you into my life, into the program. I'm always going to be in your corner. I will always want to see where you go in your career. And I'm so proud of you, dude, that you made this transformation because I knew it could happen as a coach. I'm just like, okay, is this kid serious? Is he going to go through it? And you did, man, and you handled adversity. So thank you for having an impact on me as a coach, on the program altogether. Your name will be etched in the hall of the players that are officially Backstop Built. So I'm very proud of you, Ryker. So thank you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, guys, you officially heard from Riker Hill and his cool story of how he made that quick transformation before his senior year spring. If you want to check out more interviews I've done with other players similar to Riker who have a very unique story, to see more players that I have helped go from backup to starter, or if they're already the starter to actually getting those college looks and offers when they haven't gotten them, all by backing up the right skills physically, mentally through the Backstop Built Full Catchers Training Program. Please go ahead and look at some of those other interviews here on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss any valuable free trainings that I put out there to help you. And also, please like this video. In the description below, you will see links to book that free call with me to my webpage. And then also the second one will be to my Instagram. Go give me a follow there. Feel free to reach out. You can message me there, ask some questions about what we do there. That's what Riker did as well. But guys, this is what it looks like when you get over that hump, over that fear of something that isn't even really new anymore. Like remote training is for sure out there. It's a matter of do you pick the right program? And I let my guy speak for me and what I do here. And that's what Riker just did. Man, thank you again. Super proud of you. Can't wait to see where you go in the rest of your career.